go, 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 yeah, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. Fields going to throw right away. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Here's Fields. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Fields. And that is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now here's Trenton Gill now. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50. First down, Prescott. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action now. Prescott. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Marr able to put this one through, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Back to throw, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now Montgomery running right. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Griffin. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and 7. To throw is Fields. His throw incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Fields. And that will be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now Herbert to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Fields now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Fields. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
A broken foot limited DeMarcus Lawrence to 7 games last season and only 3 sacks. And the Cowboys, they need him to get back to his Pro Bowl form. At one point in his career, he had 25 sacks in a span of 2 seasons.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go to Elliott again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Prescott from the gun. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Prescott on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Throwing, Prescott. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. To credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. The kick by Maher is good, and that will make it 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So a couple of field goals now. 6-0 our score as the kicks away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Cole Kmet started to look like the second-round pick Chicago made in 2020, catching 60 passes for over 600 yards. Both of those are the most for a Bears tight end since 2014. Certainly hoping to build on those numbers this season with plays like that.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On second down, Montgomery. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. A shotgun snap, Fields. Jones has it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. In on the stop, it was Dorrance Armstrong. Six nothing our score after one. with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that
play. Here's Fields. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Micah Parsons in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That is caught inside the 5. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Looking to throw, Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On fourth down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Maher is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
After the sack on first down, Prescott to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. Maher able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To Montgomery to begin the drive.
Well, for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
Well, Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Inside give to Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 17, Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here's Fields.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
On 2nd and 10,
Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Back to throw. Fields.
Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Fields throwing again. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Swinging this out for Pollard. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 36, Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
First down, Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Elliott running left. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Now Fields. Incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Fields.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receiver's understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 31,
Fields.
dancing to his left.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Fields now to throw.
Pass incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Here's Fields.
And he comes back with one complete.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Fields trying to throw for it.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Quinn able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. They'll start with the option. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Now Fields. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 33 yards that time.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Fields on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Now it's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Equanimous St. Brown from 10 yards out. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Let's go, baby.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Prescott on first down. Got a man, it's Brown. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Prescott now from the 50. Eluding the press. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo.
45 yards on the ground for him so far.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they've clawed their way back into this game. First half, they were down pretty big. Now, all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. How have they done it?
First thing is what you just talked about, clawing their way back in. That means they've decided to go ahead and fight this thing out, which is great. The second part is they looked at where the problems were in the first half, figured out how to shore them up, and have now gone to that part of the playbook that is actually working for them. A few adjustments, a few changes, and really good execution.
Now we'll see if that trend can continue. On 2nd and 12, Fields. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Out. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
But Matt Eberflus clearly in disagreement with that last call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Once again, we got to get as well as a group. Here we go. Let's have some fun. Let's get something going now.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
To throw is Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott now. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Throwing, Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
Read option, here's Montgomery. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Fields.
Open man right side is St. Brown. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Here's second and a yard. Fields.
Steps away to his left. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
On first and 10, here's Fields.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
To throw again on second down.
Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Running left, Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Again, it's Elliott, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
Second and 11 now.
A give to Elliott. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.